野球ファンの皆様、このままチャンネルはそのままで、大谷翔平と共に新時代の幕開けを見届けようではないか。初回裏、先発の山本由伸が圧巻のピッチングを披露。勢いづいたドジャースはその裏、西一塁で打席に大谷を迎える。相手投手の直球を捉えた打球は、衝撃的なスピードでバックスクリーンへ一直線。飛距離144メートル。打球速度186キロという超特大の本塁打にスタジアムがどよめいた。米 MLB ネットワークの実況は、信じられない一撃、これは現実か、と絶叫し、元 MLB スターのアレックス・ロドリゲス氏も、大谷のスイングは、もはや芸術の域だ、と大絶賛。SNS でも映像が瞬時に拡散され、日米の野球ファンは再び大谷旋風に熱狂した。この本塁打は昨年自身が記録した142メートルの飛距離を超える新記録。さらに、第3打席では右方向への鮮やかな二塁打、第4打席にも敵地打を放ち、結局5打席3安打3打点という驚異的な活躍を見せた。試合後、ロバーツ監督は、大谷はゲームを一人で支配できる特別な存在、と絶賛。山本由伸も、彼の存在自体がチームに大きな刺激、と語った。大谷本人は、まだ準備段階だが、良い感覚だ、と穏やかにコメント。しかし、その表情には溢れる自信があった。MLB 開幕まであとわずか。大谷翔平が再びメジャーを席巻し、新たな歴史を作る瞬間を絶対に見逃してはならない。
Right-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
And the biggest thing, obviously, that split finger fastball attempt so far has been right on the money. In particular, you look at some numbers from last year, he was absolutely sensational when he kept the ball down, whether it be the splitter, whether it be the slider, in particular against right-handed batters.
As far as who's in the lineup today, the man at the top of the order, Shohei Ohtani, he's got a plan for today. Kirsten, what is it?
Yeah, Tim, he sure does. The plan for him is hopefully to get through 4 at-bats, but if he's feeling good after 3, or depending on where the game is at, if he can get to 5, of course they're going to let him go out there and do that. But he always says when it comes to spring training, he wants to get to 50 at-bats, whether it's been here in Cactus League games, in the backfields, in the cage. He feels really good as to where he's heading into opening day in Tokyo, guys.
All right, thank you, Kirsten. Well, the more Shohei, the better today. The Diamondbacks are here to take on your world champion Dodgers. Lineups and first pitch coming up from Camelback Ranch. World champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Well, what a day we have for you here today. Temperature should be in the lower 80s at some point during the course of the game. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto leading him out to take on Arizona. Corbin Carroll at the top of the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Alec Thomas in center field. Gabriel Moreno is the catcher hitting third. Pavin Smith cleanup at first. Lou James Gruber is at third base. Ildemaro Vargas, the switch hitting shortstop, at sixth. Angel Ortiz, the DH. Connor Kaiser is at second base, and Kevin Graham, the left fielder, bats ninth against Yamamoto. Makes his 4th start. And Mo, we expect to see him stretch it out a little bit today.
Well, Tim, I mentioned in the open, in particular, he gets the ball down. And here's the other part of it. A very high percentage of ground balls. I mean, 48%. That's a very high number. So hitters had not really been lifting the ball in the air. And tonight, well, you've got a little breeze also. Shouldn't be much of a factor. But for Yamamoto, the final tune-up before he'll be on the mound in Tokyo.
Shohei Ohtani will be at the top of the order, and as Kirsten pointed out, might see him 4 at-bats today, and depending on how the game goes, he might stay in for an additional one, as he is looking to stretch his game out to a full game. Mookie Betts off today, but a lot of the regulars are in, and then we would expect to see a pretty good lineup tomorrow. But usually the way it works for the final game in Arizona is that you'll see a lot of guys get a couple of at-bats and leave, and then wheels up on Wednesday to Tokyo. Will Smith behind the plate. Will got a little late jump due to some ankle soreness, but he seems to be fine. Yamamoto. Dave Roberts talking about him today. He feels that Yamamoto has had a really good camp. Feels that he has accomplished everything that they wanted him to accomplish. and he's ready to go for the opener against the Cubs. So his final tune-up getting set to start as Corbin Carroll steps in from the left side. Carroll, the right fielder for the Diamondbacks, who was going to go to UCLA until he was happy with his draft position with the Diamondbacks and signed there instead. Ran out of high school up in the Seattle, Washington area. First pitch of the ball game misses outside, ball one, and we are underway at 1:05 this afternoon. 79 degrees the game time temperature. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play, and it's now a 1-1 count to Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, for Carroll, you want to keep him off the bases, obviously, with 35 stolen bases last year. Yamamoto faced Arizona twice a season ago and won both of those decisions.
So he rocks and fires, and Carroll hits one up in the air, foul down the first base side. Freddie giving it a chase. He's on the warning path, but it's going to climb over the netting into the seats.
Back for Yamamoto in those 2 outings against Arizona last year with 12 1/3 innings. Allowed just 2 earned runs. And if you look at the top of the lineup, he held Corbin Carroll 0 for 5 with a couple of strikeouts when he faced him.
1-2 pitch coming to Carroll. And he swings, and watch out, the bat goes flying.
Another one hanging up in the net, as we saw the other day.
They might have a better chance to get this one out, though. This one's intact. The other one was broken and it hung up there all day, but they do get this one down.
Looked like the Olympics. I thought we were in the hammer throw there for a minute.
Or it could be the caber toss from the Scottish Highland Games. Alec Thomas takes a strike.
Well, when he lists a strikeout, you definitely put swing and miss on that one.
Well, certainly Yamamoto will take it. He likes the strikeouts.
Here's the pitch, and just going away, and the bat went away too.
1-1 pitch to Thomas from Yamamoto. There's a bouncer right to Rojas. Backhands, throws, and he got him 2 down.
Rojas made it look relatively easy, but he read the ball off the bat exceptionally well. He knew he had to retreat to have a chance to have any chance at all to field that ball. Boy, he's got quick hands. Whether he's at, we've seen him at shortstop this spring, second base, third base.
Gabriel Moreno now, the catcher. He'll take a strike. Calling the balls and strikes is Willie Traynor. He's behind the plate today. Chris Guccione, Brian Blakeney, and Brock Ballou are the base umpires. 0-1 locked him up, and that's going to be a strike on appeal down at first.
And Moreno, the first 3 months of the season, Torey Lovullo, the manager, the winningest manager in the Diamondbacks history. But for Moreno, the first 3 months hit .230. Then he was on the injured list in June with a thumb. That got a little bit better. And then he had an adductor issue that kept him off the field.
Yamamoto's 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Moreno's hit safely in his last 3 games. And in those games, he's got a home run, driven in 4. Diamondbacks as an organization had 2 split squad games over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Moreno is out. Yamamoto strikes out 2 on just 11 pitches in the top of the first inning. Ildemaro Vargas now will come in, switch hitting shortstop. He's played a lot of third base, second base in his career too. Good time for a double play ball right here.
You're in defense. There's always a great time to have a double play. Less than 2 outs.
Let's see if Yamamoto can roll a double play ball here. No, not that one. That's down and in.
Well, and again, mentioned the open that much more success with Yamamoto. He keeps the ball down, and in particular with a splitter, with a slider also, you get better movement and a higher percentage of ground balls.
1-0 pitch to Vargas. Breaking ball in for a strike. One the count. Vargas back with the Diamondbacks, was with Washington last year. 1-1. He looks to bunt. Did he offer? Yes, he did. 2 strikes on him, 1-2. One-two pitch to Vargas from Yamamoto. Reached for it, bounced it foul.
This is the 3rd different time that Vargas has landed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He was with them. He went with the Cubs. He went to Minnesota. Came back to the Diamondbacks. Went to the Cubs again. Pittsburgh. Went back to the Cubs. The Nationals.
One-two pitch to Vargas. And the ball hit into the. Oh, hit the runner.
Hit the runner. Base hit. Runner's out. And the runners cannot advance.
Yeah, so Smith has to go back to second base.
And you'll rule that as the closest fielder. That would be Freddie Freeman. And he gets credit for the putout.
So they get a 3 unassisted. I don't see this very often. But Vargas will get credit for the base hit. He's at first. So 1 out, first and second. So hit him, it becomes a dead ball. Angel Ortiz is the DH, batting 7th for the Diamondbacks. Most of the time a runner is going to be able to get out of the way, especially on a ground ball. There's a lot of close calls on plays like that, but most of the time the runner doesn't get hit.
Yes.
One-0 pitch to Ortiz. Left-handed batter takes, and it's ball 2. So in the final spring training tune-up for Yamamoto, and obviously working to refine some things and get ready for the opener. And right here is one thing he doesn't want to do. He's deep in the count, 3-0. Well, it counts the wrong way for Yamamoto here. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. And a strike right at the knees. Fastball, 96.
Much more efficient in the first inning. 11 pitches, 8 in the strike zone. Couple of strikeouts.
And a 3-1 now. Strike called, inside edge. Full count, 3-2. And the pitch is bounced to the right side of the infield. Edman goes to second for 1. Rojas bluffs the throw to first base. And then looks at third. So they get the out in the middle. And there are 2 men down. Connor Kaiser, the second baseman, up. So first and third for the Diamondbacks, still trailing 2-0. Kaiser, right-handed batter, looking out on the pitch. Breaking ball, good for a strike.
Kaiser, third-round pick by the Pirates. He's out of Vanderbilt.
The Vandy boys, they're all over baseball.
Oh, pretty good program.
Sure is. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Nothing in 2 to Kaiser. Runners off the corners. And the pitch from Yamamoto. Runner goes from first, but it's fouled over by the Dodger dugout. Will Smith giving the external signs out in front of home plate to determine whether or not they'll throw through to second. In this case, with 2 down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Kaiser. Struck him out, got him on the corner knee high. Nothing across for Arizona. They leave 2, and after an inning and a half, it's the Dodgers 2, Diamondbacks nothing. Three runs on 5 hits for the Dodgers. Nothing on 1 hit for the Diamondbacks. They're back up facing Yamamoto in the 3rd inning. Kevin Graham, first time up for him. Number 9 hitter. Yet to get to the plate today. And he will look at a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yamamoto fastball at 95. And the 1-1. Wave and a miss. Tried the splitter. That looked good.
Yeah, Yamamoto has been at 96 plus. He is topped out as far as velocity in this ball game. Of course, Yamamoto also had the distinction of becoming the first player to ever have won, first of all, an Olympic gold medal, been on the winning team in the World Baseball Classic, and to wind up getting a World Series championship ring.
Strike 3, Graham out, and that is the 4th strikeout for Yamamoto.
Although the ring is coming, and now we can look at.
And that's literally weeks away now.
Yep.
March 27th or 8th. Corbin Carroll's 2nd time up. He struck out swinging. So 3 of the 4 strikeouts for Yamamoto have come on the splitter.
What a shock, huh?
Very good sign. Tries the curveball, and that connects for a strike.
Oh, and that curveball, that's nasty on the outside corner right there. That's nose to toes.
Watch out. 2nd time Carroll has whipped the bat into the backstop. Somebody get him a pine tar rag.
Well, at least this one he could retrieve. The first one he needed a ladder to climb up and grab it. Oops.
So they've got apparatus down there in the on-deck circle. There's pine tar in the bat. Used to like the rag. A lot of guys like to use the stick and put it on the handle.
You know, the hammer throw in the Olympics, you know, they had that screen behind the competitor. They might need it around home plate when Carroll's hitting.
Might need to give the fans helmets. Sitting behind the plate. Here's a 2-2 now to Carroll from Yamamoto. 3-2. Missed outside. Did you just go with the basic pine tar rag?
Yeah, but you don't want fresh pine tar. You want aged pine tar. It's really sticky.
3-2. Broken bat comebacker. Business end of the bats to the right of Yamamoto. He throws on to first. And 2 outs.
That bat got tired of being thrown around.
And that thing was cut right in half. The long way. Looks more like a boat oar now. Keep in mind that Yamamoto is very good at fielding his position. 3 times in Japan he won a Gold Glove. Strike to Alec Thomas. He grounded out to Rojas at short in the first inning. 0 for 1 for Thomas. He made the really good catch on Max Muncy to end the second inning. Just outside with a fastball at 97. It seems like Yamamoto's really letting it go today with a 4-seamer. 1-1 fouled off, a cutter at 92. Pretty much fastball, cutter.
And same release point, same tempo. But you've got different movement and different speeds.
1-2 pitch to Thomas. 2 down, bases empty. It's in the dirt. Tigers leading 3-0 here. Glad you're with us on the radio TV simulcast. AM 570 on the radio, of course, Sportsnet LA on television, or wherever you happen to be watching or listening from. Glad you're with us. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. He got him with a curveball that time. 5 strikeouts for Yoshinobu Yamamoto through 3 innings.
試合前から全米メディアが大谷にとって今季は史上最高のシーズンになるだろうと熱烈に予測していたこの一戦。 MLB ネットワークの人気キャスターグレッグ・アムシンガー氏は試合前、今年の大谷翔平はさらに進化している、この男には限界という言葉がないと興奮気味に語っていた。試合が動いたのは1回裏、先発マウンドには日本からドジャース入りしたばかりの注目投手山本由伸が立ち、完璧な投球を披露。山本がわずか11球で2つの三振を奪うと、その流れを引き継いで打席に入った大谷が第1打席で衝撃を巻き起こした。2アウト1塁の場面、カウント1ボール2ストライクからの4球目だった。相手先発投手の放った低めのスライダーを見極めた直後、大谷は完璧なタイミングでインコースの速球を捉えた。打球は瞬間的に場内を沸騰させ、一直線にバックスクリーンへ打った瞬間、誰もがホームランを確信した特大の一撃は推定飛距離144メートル、打球速度186キロという超弾丸ライナーで観衆のどよめきを誘った。この瞬間、米国の実況ブースでは信じられない、これが本当にスプリングトレーニングなのかと叫び声を上げた。解説の元 MLB スターアレックス・ロドリゲス氏はこう付け加えた。これが大谷翔平という存在だ。彼のバッティングを見ているともはや芸術の域に達している。実はこのホームラン、昨年の大谷自身が記録した春季キャンプでの最長飛距離142メートルを上回り、新記録を樹立。まさに自身を超え続ける男であることを強烈に示した。さらに大谷の勢いは止まらない。第3打席では外角のスライダーを巧みに右方向へ運び、見事な二塁打を記録すると、第4打席では甘く入った直球を完璧に捉えて右翼線を抜く敵地二塁打でさらに打点を追加した。結局この日5打席で3安打1本塁打3打点という大活躍を見せつけ、2025年大谷翔平の年到来を宣言するような最高の内容で締めくくった。試合後のインタビューではドジャースのデーブ・ロバーツ監督が次のように絶賛した。我々は特別な選手を目撃している。大谷は試合の流れを一人で変えることができる唯一無二の存在だ。さらに同僚の新加入腕山本由伸も試合後、大谷さんの存在が自分を含めチーム全員に大きな刺激を与えている。彼のプレーは本当に別格と尊敬の念を隠さなかった。さらにこの日の試合に米国メディアも即座に反応を見せた。米 MLB 公式サイトのジョナサン・名誉記者は、大谷翔平のスイングは進化を止めない。彼は投打両面でメジャーリーグ史上最高の才能であることを改めて証明したと大絶賛し、ツイッター上ではこの本塁打の映像が瞬く間に拡散。アメリカ全土の野球ファンから大谷はすでにレジェンドを超え神話となりつつあると熱狂的な声が次々と寄せられた。大谷翔平の衝撃はもはや数字だけでは語り尽くせない。この日の一撃で彼は 自らの記録をまたしても塗り替え、さらなる進化を世界に証明したのだ。専門家たちが口を揃えて指摘するのは、昨年以上に鋭さを増したスイングスピードと、さらに磨き上げられた選球眼である。投手としての登板は控えつつも、この試合では指名打者として存在感を放ち続け、彼の新シーズンへの期待は最高点に達した。ドジャースは昨年ワールドシリーズを制覇したものの、今季さらに打線と投手陣の両方を強化。中でも大谷翔平の完全復調と山本由伸の加入は、チームを盤石なものとした。その中核に君臨する大谷が開幕から絶好調を維持すれば、ドジャースは間違いなく常勝軍団としての歴史をさらに塗り替えるだろう。試合後、日本人メディアに対して大谷本人は謙虚に語った。まだ春季キャンプなので、結果にこだわりすぎる必要はないと思いますが、いい感覚でシーズン開幕を迎えられそうです。だがその表情には、明らかに自信と余裕がにじんでいた。さあ、ここからが本番だ。メジャーリーグ開幕戦が間近に迫り、世界が再び大谷翔平に熱視線を送ることになる。今年は一体どんな伝説を彼が生み出すのか、記録はあといくつ更新されるのか、さらなる偉業達成への期待は、日米両国で頂点に達している。東京ドームでのこの鮮烈な本塁打が、その伝説のプロローグになることは間違いない。2025年の MLB 開幕を前に、大谷翔平が新たな歴史を作る瞬間を決して見逃してはならない。この後、さらに詳しい試合の様子や、大谷翔平選手本人のインタビューを日本語字幕付きでお届けする。野球ファンの皆様、このままチャンネルはそのままで、大谷翔平と共に新時代の幕開けを見届けようではないか。